So the whole Jay Slater case has kind of gotten media attention over the past few months. Over the past month, should I say, not past a few months. He's been gone for about nearly a month. I think he disappeared on the 22nd of June. No, the 17th of June, wasn't it? I think the 17th of June. So it's just coming up on a month soon. He disappeared. Obviously, quite wide media attention this has had. Very wide media attention. I'm very surprised it has. The family obviously made a GoFundMe. They've raised quite a lot, I think £50,000. And obviously there was a lot of controversy with that. People were saying, well, they've made this money as a scam. This is all one big scam, and people who are donating are idiots. There's loads of theories about what has happened to Jay Slater and what on earth he's done and everything like that. Now, first of all, we don't really know what's happened to him. There are a lot of theories, and police are following quite a lot of theories. Some police thought that he stole the watch and he's in hiding, and he's been in hiding for quite a while. Out there, what is said before he went missing, he obviously was at a music festival. He went with two random people he met at the music festival, I think. One of the people has been identified. He's a British guy. He's quite well known. I think he has been in the drug trade and stuff like that. So he's known to, I think, police over here anyway. Obviously, I think he was with him. He went back to his hotel or hostel there, and he stayed for a little bit. They showed pictures of Snapchat of him having a smoke with a cigarette in his hand and stuff like that. And then it said that he veered off. He wanted to go home. I think some woman said he could catch a bus or something. The guy in the apartment said that, no, you can wait. You can wait till morning. I'll drop you off, after I've been asleep and stuff like that. That's the theory the guy told, the guy who actually was there, and, one of the guys anyway. Now, obviously, people have been having their theories for the past month. People have been bringing their theories on what they actually think is happening. And do they think he's being killed by some drug dealer or something like that, or some drug pen? Now, the theory that a lot of people were sticking with is that this guy had stolen a watch. He'd stolen a watch off someone pretty big out there, and then got caught doing it. And then he's realised, oh shit, I've stolen a watch from these pretty big guys. Now, some people were rolling on the fact it was a Rolex or something like that. Who really knows? But it came out in rumour that, he stole this Rolex. Now, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. Again, he was out there for a music festival. I think he was out there. I don't know how long he was out there for, but he was at a music festival before he went missing. I think on the day he went missing, and then later at night he went missing. Now, he made contact with his phone or something. They pinged a location from his phone, but they've been searching for quite a while now, 2 or 3 weeks, properly searching. They've had TikTokers searching as well, documenting every move they've been doing. It's gotten this case has gotten a lot of eyes on it. Obviously, a lot of people are taking the piss and joking about stuff like this, which is fair enough. You always get stuff like that. But, a case like this, I'm very surprised it's got a lot of media attention. I mean, a lot of media attention. A lot of people, the mothers come out. I think they're in Tenerife currently. A bunch of people have come out and said, Tenerife isn't a place that... Now, I've never been to Tenerife, so I don't really know what it's actually like out there. But I can assure you, you want to kind of be careful with places like that, because you're fucking with the wrong type of people. And unfortunately, you start stealing things that if you did, and it doesn't come out. Now, there's more information that's just come out as I speak right now, and it's about Jay Slater. Jay Slater latest. This is from Sky News. Teenager could have suffered accident as body found in Tenerife. Now, this body hasn't been confirmed yet, I don't think. Search teams in Spain have found human remains in the area Jay Slater went missing. Sky News has been told, with early investigations pointing at an incident or fell into an inaccessible area in the village of Masca. A friend describes the last phone call with Jay Slater shortly after Jay Slater went missing. His friend Lucy Law spoke to Sky News about their last phone call. She said she met the 19-year-old called her around 8:30 a.m. on the 17th of June and told her his phone was at 1%. Obviously, these are just more cases onto this. In the last hour or so, Spanish police have confirmed to Sky News that the human remains have been found in the search for Jay Slater. Now, I don't think these have been confirmed. The British teenager went missing in Tenerife nearly a month ago. The 19-year-old had been at a music festival in Papagayo nightclub, I think that's how you say it, and the southern resort of Playa de las Americas. He was last heard from on early Monday, 17th of June, when he called a friend to say he was lost with no water and only 1% of his phone left. Police, firefighters and search rescue teams have been searching the area. The timeline, obviously, this is from June onwards. You know, it's obviously there's been search teams out for a long time ago. Lancashire police released a statement. Lancashire police have been released a statement after rescue workers searching for missing British teenager Jay Slater in Tenerife announced a body has been found. Evidence strongly suggests that the remains are those of the 19-year-old boy found with Slater's possessions and clothes. Lancashire's police statement reads, "We have today, Monday, July the 15th, have been notified by Guardia Civil that they may have found the body of a man, and that indicates that that might be Jay Slater. While this is a stage of no formal identification has been carried out, our thoughts are very much with Jay Slater at this time, and we continue to offer our support." So obviously it looks like they're still conducting a look for this type of thing. You know, this more tells you why on earth did he do this? Was it laziness? Was he apparently was with random people that he didn't know and went into an apartment. You know, you got to be very careful with who you meet. You know, maybe he got scared. Apparently he did and wanted to get out of there. So he asked a local, you know, where's the bus and stuff like that. And he got lost. And he only had 1% left on his battery on his phone, you know, and again, it was pitch black, I'm sure it was. I don't know what time he actually went out. I think it was like midnight, just gone, and he got lost. Now, it's been months, it's been almost a month, and they haven't found him, which begs the question, there could be two possibilities. That's either his body or the guy is in hiding, and that body them human remains or whatever that have been found are someone else. Now, who knows exactly what would have happened if he fell? Did he fall? Was he killed? That begs the question. I'm sure they're going to have to go into the investigation and see. I'm sure today more information will be coming out about this sort of stuff. It's very shocking. You know, the family must be feeling like absolute shit right now. You know, they're probably praying that this isn't. Obviously, they're praying that whoever it is, of course, you know, as you can see, but they're probably praying that isn't Jay Slater. And if it is, holy shit. Maybe, hopefully, this takes more consideration of people going abroad to Tenerife and other places, you know, to be very careful where you are. You know, I've never been to Tenerife, so I couldn't really give you a diagram of how the place is. But, you know, it's quite clear. There are people, obviously, who live there. But, yeah, you got to be very careful when going on places you don't really know and then trying to find your own way around places. And then end up getting lost. And that's why a lot of people thought, I mean, I think it's a drug-related area, Tenerife, as well. it's quite a drug populated place. There's, I think, a lot of drug activity there. So that's why a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, Jay Slater obviously may have sold drugs and may have drug. There was obviously a bit of CCTV footage that came out like a week or so after this whole event flew down, and apparently it was like the Lucy, the girl that he was with, was crying and saying, Jay, why have you stabbed him? Now, I don't know if this video has been edited or not. Obviously, that's, I think, been proven quite false. We've had detectives on this, even over here, looking into this whole case and giving their opinions of what they think could be happening. We've had people who actually have had sort of gang-related and gang affiliations giving their opinions on this sort of stuff. It's quite a serious thing, I mean, being lost out there, that's some crazy stuff, And again, it's almost been a month, I mean, yeah, there have been people who've gone missing for quite a while and then they've just come back. Heck, a few months back, there was a guy on a live stream. He'd been missing for three months, was it? He had bipolar. No, he had schizophrenia, I think. He had schizophrenia. He'd been missing for 3 months. They'd ruled it out as a homicide. And boom, he just appeared on a live stream. That's not saying that obviously Jay Slater's just going to appear on someone's Twitch stream, but who knows? It might not be him. That body might. I don't know. It's an inaccessible place or a hard to get place. So I don't really know what's going to happen. Did he try and climb down? Couldn't he see the night? Couldn't he see where he was going, or was he just trying to find a place to actually hide out so no one saw him until morning? I don't know. I mean, the fact that this has taken this long and they found him, maybe he was hiding from the search teams. He didn't want to be caught for whatever reason. Only time will tell. They'll probably search him and find, if they do find a watch on him, a stolen watch, then maybe that confirms that what he's done, he's stolen something off of someone and he was on the run. Who knows what could have happened. There's all sorts of theories that are being processed for this type of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen but yeah, there's more theories coming out and stuff like that. Obviously, there was a big Facebook group that have stuff like this. People that have their detective work, most likely making fun of Jay Slater in there. A lot of people had their theories. Some had some wild theories. Some had some not so wild theories. I'm guessing there's going to be more information coming out in the next day or so. They're going to be doing an identification check on him. So I guess only time will tell if it's actually Jay Slater's body. But this is, it's quite a serious matter, this. I know obviously people have been making memes out of it and joking about stuff like this, but it does come to a realization where this is some serious stuff. Jay Slater, obviously people have found his old Instagram account, his Facebook, I think, things like that. Stuff like that doesn't stay in hiding when this sort of stuff comes out. But again, if they aren't him, then he's either on the run from someone, or he's in hiding somewhere. There's a good possibility that could be him. He's tried to climb down and fallen and injured himself, and he tried to cry for help, but no one could hear him. And he's just been laying there or sat there, maybe bleeding or something like that, or he's broken something quite major, like his femur or something. I don't think the survival rate's very good for that if it's left untreated for a while. So, anything could have happened while he was down there. I don't know. It's must be a shitty thing, and it's quite a scary thing to realise that, well, you've dropped down into something and your only way up is, well, it's not accessible by yourself, and you've probably been shouting for quite some time, but it got to you, and you went unconscious, and I don't know, it's probably, I don't know how long after, he would have gone down there. Who knows exactly? Did he try and climb down there because he wanted to hide or something? Or he wanted to find a place to sleep because he realised he was lost? Okay, I'll just wait till the morning when it gets actually more viewable and I can actually see. So I'm going to just say here, who knows? Who knows? Have they found the Rolex? Yeah, that's the another conspiracy, and that's actually what the police were following. That apparently there was a stolen Rolex in this whole thing. Now, only time will tell again if there is a Rolex on Jay Slater. If there is, or not maybe a Rolex, but any type of watch. Has it been stolen? Is it his watch? What's he done? And this more brings out to... This makes his friends a little bit more guilty and suspicious. Maybe they can be charged. I don't know. It's we'll have to see what happens in this sort of thing. I mean, his family's probably praying to God that, again, that's not Jay Slater. But, obviously this is quite a serious thing, like I said. And, stuff like this, going missing for almost a month, it could be a telltale sign. I think they say if you go missing for like a day or two, it could be a telltale sign that person could potentially be missing, like gone forever, or probably dead. Because a lot of people these days, no offense, but they lack very much survival skills. So when they're in a situation like this, well, I mean, there's not really much survival skills. If you've injured yourself really badly, and I mean really badly to the point where no one can get to you, but you're shouting, help, 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 and nobody listens to you, and you've just got to sit there and realize and overcome your injuries and realize, oh shit, I'm fucked. And I'm sure that's what if this is Jay Slater, that's what he's probably been thinking. Oh, did he die instantly on impact? Did he fall and just bang his head and die immediately on impact? Who knows? It's holy shit. It's quite a scary experience, and to be stuck down there. Or maybe someone was after him, and this whole thing, again, has been a blag. And he bought some drugs out there from a dealer. Maybe he didn't couldn't afford it, and so I'll pay you in this blah blah blah. And this dealer's said, "Oh, come back to my place," and threatened him there. And obviously he was on the run and got scared. There's a lot of theories. I think putting theories into this now, it could be a bit dumb. I mean, then again, police were following that theory of him stealing a watch. So only time will tell if he's actually got the watch on him or not. And hopefully his family are prepared for this news. I'm sure they are prepared for the worst. They have literally had all shitty news this entire month. So I'm very much guaranteeing that they are prepared for the bad news that's about to come out. And only time will tell if Jay Slater has stolen that watch. And if he has, then that's going to make himself look like a bit of a melon. But, was he on the run type of thing? Obviously, people have been making jokes. The Jay Slater Facebook has been going like crazy. But yeah, human remains does suggest that's something that's been there for a while. I'm sure they would have used body if it was recent. Who knows? He could have been killed down there, and this was like some sort of sick retaliation act. They knew there was all over because I'm sure this guy has been plastered everywhere in Tenerife. This guy, like everyone in Tenerife knows who Jay Slater is, like this guy must be everywhere. There's like posters probably plastered everywhere around Tenerife. Reward found if Jay Slater, blah, blah, blah. So everyone probably knows who this guy looks like. And maybe it could have been a retaliation from some cartel members. This guy's everyone's looking for him. Let's just really take the cherry on the cake and just kill the fucker. I mean, that would be an extreme thing, because who the fuck knows if it's true or not. But yeah, I guess putting these conspiracy theories doesn't really help the situation anyway. It makes the situation seem really stupid. And I'm also so detective people Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know the average temperature in Tenerife. I'm pretty sure it's warm. The body would decompose pretty fast in heat. So yeah, that his body might actually God that but his body might be all mangled up. I don't know. It's I'm presuming if it's mangled up, he's being killed. Then he's being killed, and again, is it his full body? Is it half of his body? Is he broken his leg? Has he done something pretty serious? I don't know. But stuff like this, it's again, it's more just praying that it isn't him. But yeah, he may have been an asshole in the past, but again, maybe a change of his after this. Maybe he needs to start realizing if that's not him and they find him. But who knows? I'm probably guessing it is him. But they're doing sort of an ID check on him now. Yeah, it's not a great time. Obviously, the England lost the Euros yesterday, so it's obviously a lot of people thought Jay Slater was going to show up and give the trophy to England, but quite clearly they didn't. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of them. It's one of them moments where you realise you're fucked when you're out there. So yeah, that's why you should always stick with friends in places like that, places you don't know a lot about. Try to stick with friends, like a group of 4 or 5 of you. Try to stick together, because what happens, you sort of break up and you try to go your own way because you think this and that. It doesn't end well because, well, you're on your own. And at least if you're stuck with your friends, at least you can have maybe an idea. One of you can get help, this and that. So, when you have an idea, maybe someone has a map on them and stuff like that. So it's better doing it like that, but I don't know. Hopefully this isn't Jay Slater. I'll probably have an update if it is. But yeah, this is quite a serious thing, obviously.